in a state of irreversible decline. What's the reason? What can be done about it? And if there is a solution, who on earth is going to put it into action?
Or is everything just great?
Now from the top, make it drop, that's some rap. Now get a bucket and a mop, that's some rap.
All I was about to say, some hope and some despair.
You've got to conform and really conform, or else you're out.
You must conform. Yes, sir. It is my sworn duty to see that you do conform. Yes, sir. You must conform.
I have the same opinions as every major TV news channel, newspaper, and social media giant. I have the same opinions as every major corporation. I have the same opinions as the UN and almost every state and local government in the world. I am a rebellious, free-thinking renegade who is impervious to propaganda.
No sooner had they knelt than it began. The sound of booing echoing around the den. Dismayed and saddened by the booing.
It shows white privilege.
You must conform.
Millwall fans were booing because they're racists who hate black people. It has absolutely nothing to do with BLM desecrating war memorials, burning Union Jacks, vandalizing the Winston Churchill Monument, attacking police and tearing down statues. Nothing whatsoever.
You must conform.
Both sides will stand arm in arm in a show of solidarity for football's fight against discrimination. Discrimination. Discrimination.
Nike is literally lobbying against a bill that would ban the use of Chinese slave labor. They're literally campaigning for the continuation of modern slavery.
I don't care. My favorite Premier League footballer is sponsored by Nike and he wears rainbow laces while taking a knee. Also, Nike said a thing about Black Lives Matter and I retweeted it. Also, I like the swoosh.
You've got to conform and really conform, or else you're out.
Did you hear about the latest racist outrage?
No. What was that? Sounds awful.
A match official referred to a black guy as a black guy.
Wow, that's so racist. I'm literally shaking.
I know, right? How will Neymar ever recover? He only gets paid 700,000 euros a week. Discrimination is real.
We saw what happened to Nate Robinson. We just had to witness a white man just knock a black man smooth out in front of all of America. Jake, considering where we are right now in our racial conversation in America, was what you did to Nate Robinson racist?
Was it racist to knock a black man out? That is the question of the week.
No, stop asking me that. I said no.
It's not racist.
It's a shitty question. It's a sport.
Why is it a shitty question?
Is it okay if I throw a mini party but we all stay 6 feet apart? The answer to this question is a hard no. Social distancing means physical distancing. Imagine one of your friends comes over, they're asymptomatic, meaning they're having no symptoms, but they have COVID-19. Now they give it to you. You give it to one of your family members in your home, and they have serious consequences. Not something you want. When I go to work, I wear a mask. When I walk bare, I wear a mask. When I exercise in the gym, I wear a mask. Is it okay if I throw a mini party but we all stay 6 feet apart? The answer to this question is a hard no. Social distancing means physical distancing. A few weeks ago, I went down to Miami. A hard no. Social distancing means physical distancing.
We ought to at least still use logic to try to figure out how we stop this. All these things they tell you to do, closing down the restaurants, closing down the schools, there's no real evidence that they're changing the trajectory of the disease. If you look at the incidence of COVID, it's going up like this. It's going up exponentially despite all the mandates.
Jesus Christ. Hallelujah. Hallelujah to the Lamb. Yes, stand up.
Stand up for Jesus.
I just think the steps taken from COVID, such as massive job losses and restrictions from public parks, may have been a bit excessive.
Fuck you, anti-science redneck. I hope your whole family gets COVID and fucking dies from it and you get put on a ventilator and you're never able to walk or breathe the same again, you fucking Nazi.
You mustn't go there, you mustn't do this, and you mustn't do that. They're free and they feel free. And they really do enjoy themselves.
What do you mean? You don't want to stay in your house for the rest of your life?
Why should we abide by the rules?
Ordinary families have put up with all kinds of restrictions and hardships. People not even going into hospital when their kids have been having cancer treatment. Why are you so different?
We don't need to go into all of that detail.
How can you even countenance at the moment staying on and not resigning?
The point you're making is
screaming at the telly saying, it's one rule for us and it's one rule for them. And you're falling into that trap.
How could you not even check with your boss?
If we break the law, does that make your position untenable?
Why should we abide by the rules?
Police in the UK are patrolling pubs and throwing out customers who they deem to not be eating a substantial meal under coronavirus rules. A cabinet minister suggested that a Scotch egg, which is a hard-boiled egg surrounded by sausage meat and coated in breadcrumbs, was enough to constitute a substantial meal.
Oi mate, do you have a license for that Scotch egg?
Olá pessoal, tudo bem? Aqui é o Tradutor, eu tô passando para te avisar que eu tô numa campanha para conseguir pelo menos mais 9 apoiadores até o final do ano. Os links para apoiar esse nosso projeto estão na descrição desse vídeo e no comentário fixado. Então é muito fácil e muito simples de apoiar. É graças a essas pessoas incríveis que eu posso estar trazendo conteúdo para vocês. O Warlei, a Sandra, a Majestade, o Thiago, o Antônio, o Arthur, o Carlo, a Erika, o Rubens, o Caio, o Flavio, o Gustavo, o Vunho, a Spanish.vaz, o Eduardo, a Renata, o João, o Henrique, o Leonardo, a Iracema, o Wesley e o grande Pablo. E é isso aí pessoal, não se esqueçam de deixar seu like, seu comentário e até mais. Fui, grande abraço.